So here we are recording away. We are at Sugarloaf RV Park. Oops, it's zoomed in. There's the bathrooms, and we're right here on the meadow. It's going to be about 30 degrees tonight. That's cold business. Okay, now we're videoing, and Shelley's doing her sewing already. It's what, 5 o'clock? It's supposed to get down to 30 tonight. But we don't care because we have our furnace keeping us nice and warm. Our propane campfire, is that better? For you. There's our big old 17-foot trailer that's just the right size for the two of us.
You did say 17, didn't you?
As opposed to what, 70? I think it was a little short this week. We chopped off the back end. So, yeah, much bigger now. We wouldn't have fit in here, but the advantage of being so short, we can fit in anywhere.
We're fun size.
Yes, and then we disconnect, and then we've got our Jeep to go carousing to all the wineries. We just went to two. Yep. Chateau Saint Jean, John, yeah, and Landmark. Yeah. So, and there's the kids riding around their bikes. And there's some people over here that are in, they're tent camping. Whoa. They are going to be cold at 30. You see them putting the tents up? Whoa. And then they're somehow related to those people over there into that trailer. We talked to them. They're nice people. Of course, almost everybody you meet camping are nice people. And, yeah, they're going to be cold. We're looking at below freezing tonight. That's why we don't tent camp. We tin can camp. Oops. I'll zoom out. There we go. So there it was. So gonna tune out for now and go. We are at the Valley of the Moon pottery. We just bought some pottery in here. Shelley's just getting it now. It's a man and his wife. Been here forever, like 30 years, and they do all the pottery and stuff. They made all the pottery in this place, which is pretty interesting. That's some nice stuff. I bought a coffee cup, as naturally. They teach classes in here too. They also do all the paintings. There's two artists.
No, well, that wasn't happening. Or there wasn't that much news about it.
More pottery. They make all the stuff themselves. I bought a nice little coffee cup. Add to my collection. Here's all the paintings that they've done, in addition to pottery.
Oh, no.
To prevent cars from driving up, and I didn't know it, and I didn't see it until I was right on top of it.
And here's where they make all this stuff. Quite a place.
Incredibly naive. You know, I never had a sense that there was...
Now outside, they also have a tree farm for Christmas trees. And you see the bottom of that tree there? How it's all bushy at the bottom? They cut them off at the top. They cut them off like right there. And it bushes out at the bottom, and then they pick one to be a leader. And you can see, like, here's a sample there. They pick that one to be the leader, and it grows up. And then they keep the other ones low, and then they cut it again, and so they never have to replant. Isn't that clever? I've never seen that before. But they have tons of these trees. Well, they got their chickens over there. See, there's one there that's growing up from the base. And their whole driveway all the way down, they're off the road quite a ways. All the way down on both sides is just full of Christmas trees. It's amazing how they find different ways to make money. There's their water tank. That's the name of the place here. Valley of the Moon Pottery and Gifts. Right here on Highway 12 between Kenwood and Santa Rosa. So, and I think I'll end this segment right here. There we go. We're at Ledson's.
According to their website, the owners were planning on this building being their personal residence, but as they started building all the turrets and the fancy stuff, and locals started coming by and filming it and calling it the castle, they had second thoughts and decided to enlarge their original plans to make it into this building and the winery and the tasting rooms that it is now, and I assume their personal residence is elsewhere.
Really?
But isn't this fantastic?
Yes, the sun is in our face. There's people behind us.
Okay.
Can't hold it out far enough. There we go.
But the brick facade looks so fantastic because you never see it in California.
Yeah. I'm going to switch back to that. This just sucks.
They have the boxwood hedges pruned, landscaped into a maze-like
Yeah.
arrangement.
And look how they've done the grapevines there. They pruned them to be decorative bushes.
Yes.
I see. They sure look like, I don't know if those are grapevines or not because they're budding already. I don't know what they could be though. They sure look like grapevines.
Well, why don't you
But
ask who
the
it
leaves
is?
are wrong. No, those aren't. Those leaves are wrong. I don't know what they are. We're here at the front door.
Look at this place. Nice Gothic arches here.
Really? Whoa, look at the front door. It's impressive. Wow. Oh, they come here to eat. It's a restaurant.
There's a restaurant here too. It's going to be too noisy for you to film, I think.
Yeah.
Probably the tasting rooms over there.
Yeah, he unfortunately is in the middle of a private tasting.
Is this the line for the tasting room?
We have a little bit of a wait right now, I believe.
Yeah, but he's going into his too. Honored. Yeah, so.
Wow. That's good on St. Francis. Maybe we'll pass on this one.
Very popular, obviously.
Yeah. So there it was. Ledson's. Reminds me of Lead Belly. Nice fountain, huh?
Very, very pretty.
Well,
Obviously very popular with the tourists for wine tasting because it was how long was the waiting?
Well, you saw the line there.
Yeah.
They were in line for the tasting room. I thought they were in line for dinner. It's not that valuable. God, it's
No, there's lots
50
of
bajillion.
wineries
What'd that guy say? Let's see. It wasn't amoeba. What was it? Benzene ring. That was
Yes.
it. Benzins.
Oh, that's right.
Benzene ring.
Benzinger? Something like that.
Well, that's so. Anyway,
Yeah, isn't that impressive?
yeah, we're gonna leave here and go to St. Francis.
Because there's
Just
lots
down
and
the road.
lots of wineries. It's
Hundreds of them.
not like this was the only donated for
This
them.
no, I don't think so. I think they're. Are they doing this by the row? Block 6A, row 6.
Matt's family.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know what that is because they got another one over here.
It's the
6B.
same Sonoma Valley Three Brothers, but it's a different family. It's the Jones family. This was
Reserved. I think they reserved the whole block for them. Well, maybe not. Just this. No, I wouldn't think they do it by the. I don't know. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Here we are at St. Francis. The last one was way too crowded, Ledson. So hopefully, I mean, there was a waiting line just to get to the tasting room. So, looked like another entrance there.
Mm-hmm. Those are gates.
This is a nice, impressive little building.
Looks like
Fire lane, do not block.
looks like Spanish colonial.
10 to 5.
It's a bad idea to take little kids and wine tastings.
Well, they have nothing to do. They should have swing sets outside.
And there he is, St. Francis.
So here we are inside St. Francis Winery. Very nice. We have excellent Zinfandel here. I'm going to get a bottle of it for an RLD meeting. We're going to be growing 11 acres of that pretty soon. It'd be nice to know what to expect as far as quality, but this place is really packed. So, yeah. There's Shelley drinking up a storm. Goodbye. So now we're at Kenwood Vineyards. It's kind of all hidden in the trees here. There's Shelley hiding next to the Jeep. So we're going up to the tasting room to see what there's to taste. That last one had some very, very good Zinfandel. I bought a bottle of it. That was at St. Francis. Their old Zinfandel was excellent. I bought a bottle for the board to taste because we're growing 11 acres, planting 11 acres of Zinfandel. Tasting room's over here, huh?
Careful, got 3 steps.
I hate steps.
I know.
Wait. Why isn't that taking a
Very
picture?
nice.
Maybe it is taking a picture. I can't hear it.
You slide.
You got to slide it, huh? Wow. If you were not very strong, you couldn't do that. Boy, it sounds like a Yahoo
Sounds
party's
like you're
going.
having a party in there.
Having a heat wave. This is where it's happening, huh? Okay, I'm going to turn this off right now. We're at the
Here's the barracks.
Sonoma. This is the barracks for General Vallejo. So there's the original sleep tight, huh?
Yes.
The ropes are tied tightly. This is when it was the Spaniards, huh? Coming up on the mission here, there's the Mission San Francisco Sonoma. This is the original mission in Sonoma Mission. I guess it's a Solano mission, huh? This is the plaza over here. And this is the block where General Vallejo first lived, but his house burned down. And the plaza's out in the middle. You can see this is the old downtown Sonoma. A lot of these buildings are 1836 by General Vallejo. And I don't know where Shelley went. Nice vineyard across the road here. We're at what used to now called the Salt and Stone, but this used to be Bunny's Restaurant. My dad took us here like in the 50s. We used to come here, and my brother Don says what we got here was rabbit. We used to eat rabbit here at Bunny's, not chicken. So let's go inside and see if they have any old pictures on the wall, or if anybody remembers this thing called Bunny's. Everything being historical around here in Sonoma County, there might be some pictures on the wall. We are stopped at Jack London Wolf House State Park. We just stopped here and having lunch. And that's the trail to the Wolf House. So we'll be heading out there in a little bit. Nice area. Hey, Shelley, look out and say cheese.
Cheese.
I don't know if I can see you in there or not. We've just arrived at the Seawolf House at Jack London State Park, and these are the ruins or what's left of the house he built. He built it and it burnt down in 1913 before he got a chance to move in. It had 9 bedrooms or something like that. It was outrageously huge. It had 9 chimneys. Well, I see 1, 2. I think there's a gap for 3 there. Oh, there's another in the back that's 4. Yeah, it's a big place. And it's down in a ditch. You didn't build it like right on a road or anything. It's a way hike. It's 0.6 mile hike down a ditch here to get to. Oh, here's what it used to look like. Boy, that was a nice place. That's what it looked like before it burned. Let's see. My house will be standing, act of God permitting, for 1,000 years. Constructed of Jack London's home started in 1911. The 15,000 square foot house had 26 rooms and 9 fireplaces. Built of unpeeled redwood logs, lava rocks, and Spanish tiles. It cost between $40,000 and $75,000. A month before London were to move in, on August 22nd, 1913, fire destroyed the home. It was a very quick fire, London said later. We can't tell whether it was incendiary or not. The walls are standing and I shall rebuild. Jack London died in 1916. His reconstruction plans never realized. What a shame. So he was like, I don't know, 80, 90 maybe? I don't know how old he was, but...
He was only 40 when he died.
He died at 40? Wow.
He said that he was very much aware of the San Francisco earthquake and fire, so he worked with the architect to build a rustic, fireproof design.
Did he fire the architect? The mistake he made was using all that redwood.
Yeah, well, unpeeled redwood allegedly was, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. The tannins. Yeah, they don't burn well in fires. Well, there's the house. I'm glad they took a picture of it
Yeah.
during construction. Amazing that they got all that junk down here.
Yeah.
Or junk building material, I guess. Wow. So there it was. This is a rendering of the house by the architect back in 1912, I guess. Or maybe before they started construction.
Yeah, it says before construction.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a view here.
Okay.
When I was a kid back in the 50s, there was no park here, and my dad took us down to see this, and it was just wide open, and we got to walk inside, and I remember as a little kid thinking, wow, this place is a mess. It's all burned up. Why did he build it out here? Oh, look at these little openings. Wow, that's for the basement, I guess, huh? Got a little lookout here to check everything out. Yes.
Stop.
Cheese.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get it so you're finding up. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Cheese. So here's the inside. Oh man, this place definitely took a hit. Shelley read somewhere that he remembered the San Francisco earthquake, and so he wanted to build it all out of stone so it'd be fireproof, and it'd be danged if the darn thing didn't burn down before you got a chance to move in. He said it'd stand 1,000 years, or the end of May, whichever comes first, I guess. Oh, here's all the levels. Yeah. So here was the floor plan for the first floor, stag party room. Okay. And then this is the second level. You are here. Okay, this is where we're standing.
Oh, there was supposed to be a reflection pool here.
Ah, yeah.
Huh.
Wow. I wonder if it had a fence around it to mitigate the attractive nuisance. Oh, yeah. Unidentified guest admiring courtyard in summer of 1913. Well, this is before they moved in, before it burnt down. Oh yeah, look at the redwood trees there. Those are redwood trees.
Right, right, the trunks.
That's behind it though. Yeah, that's pretty good. The third floor. Yeah, there's the covered entry. Yeah. Yeah. And then the fourth floor. Bath was on the fourth floor. Wow, that's heavy for the floor. And Jack's sleeping tower. Wow.
And here's his wife's apartments.
She had multiple apartments. And then there's, I guess that's the fourth floor way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fourth floor is completely gone. Yeah. You can see up there on that chimney. There we go. Continue on. The camera turned off on me. Crossing. Did I photobomb?
No, I don't think so.
And the back side of the house, or one of the sides of the house. I guess this is the side.
I'm glad
No, this is the back, because the front door is on the other side.
I'm glad they put those iron
Yeah.
stabilizers. You see
Right.
in the window frames?
Yeah.
You can see that the rock is just a facade. The wall
Yes.
is actually either blocks or poured concrete.
Yeah. And then there's wood, and then they're attached to that wood.
Right.
Yeah.
And then definitely the tower wall.
Although look
behind
there,
it.
you can see rock inside there.
Yeah, but you definitely can see that tower wall there.
Oh yeah, that's all poured concrete. Yeah. Yeah, and inside here you can see the poured concrete. And boy, look at that header, just a big piece of steel.
Yeah.
Or this is 1913, they'd been building ships and stuff
See, this,
out of steel.
This level here is for the servants. The first level was the servants.
Was it? Yeah.
Main.
Yeah, they look like they were in a bunker, huh? And this is a good view of the floor. 4 floors here. There's the first floor. There's the chimney on the second floor. The chimney on the third
yeah.
floor. And then the 4th floor was
Wow.
above that
That's right.
and wood, and that's what all burned. Gosh, it really burned out, didn't it? I guess they figured the fire would, an earthquake would be from the outside, not the inside. And it burned from the inside. He wasn't sure if it was torched. They thought it might have been incendiary. So, we're ready to head back up the hill. Say cheese, Shelley. I think I got it. Yeah. Oh, look at this back stairs here. This is the back entrance, yeah. I guess that's for the maids to leave or something. Yeah. And what is this little part here that looks like a bell tower almost? Right there. When we get back, I have to check it out. It had water pipe going up there. You know what was on that roof?
The water tower.
Yes. That's the pipe coming out of the water tower. And there's a drain over there for excess runoff, I guess. Yeah, all right. Oh, look here, boy, that must have gotten rainwater in it there. Of course, that might have used that to feed down to that inflection pond.
Yeah.
Or a storm. Yeah, there's another opening over there. Huh. Yeah, this part is below grade. The grade drops off so fast. Yeah, well, I don't think I'm going to rent it anytime soon. I headed up the trail to where Jack London and his wife Charmian are buried. Here's a little sign. What's this Greenlaw business?
We'll find out. Okay.
The graves of the Greenlaw children inspired Jack London. There's Shelley trudging up the trail. We'll be at the top here pretty soon. It's only 0.07. Here we are coming up on the grave sites. There's the little kids over there. They were here before. Oh, they get bigger building, don't they?
Well, she died quite a long time after he did.
And roll over me a red boulder from the ruins of the big house. Huh, that's funny. She lived until 55. Wow. I wonder if they got a red stone. Is that red? It looks like moss, I guess, huh?
There's no headstone now.
At least it's just buried under a big stone.
Yeah, usually there's no.
You think they'd add a little...
I mean, there's no headstone for her.
Really?
Either.
This here looks like the 50s. That's Jack London's graves. Well, hers too. She doesn't rate, huh? It's not Little David, it says David and Lily Greenland. Greenlaw? Oh, that tree growing up in there. That wasn't there originally. Wow. No one No one cut down this tree when it was just a sapling. You can still see a little of it though, huh? Amazing. That was 1840s was it? 1859? You can see the David. 1876 he died, and she died a year later in 1877. Wow.
Just turn your head, honey.
Jeez. Take a picture, you taking a picture of me taking a picture.
Yeah, this was really sad when you had to bury your children and
Yeah. Yeah, phylloxera killed everything. All your dreams are killed by phylloxera? What do they call it? A louse.
and then they moved away and they had to leave their children's graves here.
Really? Yeah. Well, I'm heading back. This is a vineyard, Jack London Vineyard, on the road that we're following up. We're taking the road back instead of the trail.
This is
And that's Shelley, and I almost got a picture. You got one? I think I got one, yeah. Okay. So the way up is the way down. We keep trudging. Here's something you don't often see on a trail about poison oak. The shiny leaves of this shrub grow in groups of 3 on smooth stems. They are green until fall when they turn various shades of red and orange. Do not touch the stems or leaves, for the oil in this plant is toxic to humans and may cause severe rashes or blisters. Sometimes poison oak will grow as a vine in the tree. Yeah, just like that vine there going up that tree. And there's Shelley going up that trail. We're still working our way back to the parking lot at Jack London Sea Wolf House. We're back at the parking lot at Jack London's Sea Wolf House parking lot area. We just came back up that trail there. I just wanted to get a picture of this view of the fire from last October 2017. It started on the 8th. I remember it very well. It was 85-mile-an-hour winds that blew the telephone pole or the PG&E poles all over the place, causing sparks. And it's very dry, and we had a huge fire. Burned all the way from Napa. We're all the way over in Sonoma. Came out and burned a whole bunch of houses. But all that black on that hill, that's all burnt trees. That's as much as I can zoom, but yeah, came over those hills there. That must have been quite a sight. Like they lost like 5,000 homes burnt down that day in Sonoma. Actually about 4 days. So anyway, that's going to end this video right here. Interesting little sign along the trail. Rattlesnakes may be found in this area. They are important members of the natural community. They will not attack, but if disturbed, cornered, or talked to nastily, they will defend themselves. Give them distance and respect. Okay. Now we got that. Then there's Shelley. We're heading up to the little cottage that they moved to after their house burnt down. Actually, it's where they lived while they were building the house, and they never got to move into it. It's a real pain. Coming up on his hacienda, so to speak. He called it this dream farm. That building there, is that the distillery down there to the left? To establish a model farm. '76. Beauty Ranch. Bought its first parcel in 1905. 1,400 acres in 1930. So that, I think, is the distillery.
Well,
And
we
then-
had that piece of paper, we'd know.
Yeah. The Pig Palace. Oh, there's a name. Let's go over there.
I want to check out this building.
Okay. Notice the date on this building is 1884, so somebody built this before Jack London didn't come here till 1876.
There's an oven.
Oh no, he was here in 76, huh?
There's an oven. there.
Yeah. Yeah, some kind of fire pit there. Huh. Strange little place.
There's another
This-
carriage back behind this
yeah.
muff.
You see how narrow the wagons were? They didn't
Yeah.
need much of a road.
Right.
Looks like a cemetery, but it's all cactus. Now the Linden Cottage, that's where they lived, which is around the corner here, which is where we're heading next. Oops. So here we are going into what might be the distillery. It doesn't say. Oh, there's a sign in here. There's a sign on the back. Oh. I don't know what was in here. Well, that's a big concrete roller. Well, that's for smoothing the soil. And that's
Compacted the soil.
yeah, a cement roller. Doesn't. Oh, that's how they made the roads. Yeah, makes sense. Water wagon. Seed drill. Oh yeah, there's a seed drill. No, there's the seed drill there. That's for planting seeds. We have one of those in the ranch. This is a sickle for mowing. As the wheels turn, there's a gear there, and it made that thing go back and forth. And that would go up and down once you laid it down flat. And this here is a rake harrow. We have one of those in our house. Yeah, what do you call it? A hay rake. Oh, okay, they use that for raking up the hay. Well, I don't know what that is. That's interesting. So now we're going to go up to the pig palace. So this is the pig palace, and it looks like they topped these things with adobe. You can see some of it left there. They put this metal over the
They're
adobe.
excavating this one.
Ah, yeah. Can you see anything in there?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, they're re-putting the adobe on top, I think. They take down their metal.
Here.
They'll put some probably new modern waterproof adobe or something. Yeah, you can see where they've taken it off and they put the adobe. Or not adobe, but some kind of white concrete. Looks like adobe.
That would wash away.
Yeah. Pig farm. Geez, they built the walls for the pigs out of stone.
This is quite a building here.
This was.
Quite a yard. My goodness.
I mean, they went to a lot of trouble to build this. Boy, you know, rocks must have been pretty plentiful. Let's go. I might as
You
well
think
go.
this had a roof over it?
No, this is a courtyard. This is
Why put windows?
maybe they had horses back here. Yeah, that's true. Why put windows so you could see out to the? Boy, the pigs need a view. I don't know.
Can't see out of windows that high.
You think they'd have a little kiosk things to explain these buildings? This was Jack London's vineyard, and actually Jack London planted these vineyards originally. I'm sure they were wiped out by phylloxera in the 1880s
Oh, there's a sign to our right.
or 1870s. It said Jack London terraced all this so he could plant his vineyards, but this is all owned by somebody else now. So, it's not too windy. Jack London workers graded the steeper field before you and the stair steps. Oh yeah, if you look at this picture here, you can see the stair steps.
You can see the stair steps.
Well, you can still see it up there,
themselves.
yeah, but the topper part. The topper part? The upper part, yeah. Any striking hobbies? Terrace farming. When did they lose it and become a... 1917, Elizabeth. Wasn't his wife, his sister's name was
That's his
Elizabeth.
stepsister.
Elsa, yeah.
That's his stepsister.
Elsa London. Oh, it was Jack London, not his wife's sister. Oh, there's two water tanks way over there. On the hill. There's another messed up building over there. Boy, no wonder that's a pig palace. That was for the pigs. And we're coming up on their cottage now. Big oak tree out in front. It's huge. Wow. So this is where they lived while they built their Seawolf house. And before they could move in, it burned down, and so they just stayed here. He was going to rebuild, but he died 3 years after it burned down. He didn't get a chance. He was only 40 years old. Wow. Oh, look, on top of the roof they got sprinklers. Well, yeah, they're ready for a fire. This is the winery. That's what this was, Shelley. This was the old winery.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, I'm not sure now. Carriage room, workers' room,
Okay.
guest houses along the sides here.
Yeah, see? Long, narrow.
Right, and that's this here.
That's this right
And
here.
that's for horses.
And there would have been the windows because
Yeah.
there's little.
Yeah, and there were doorways going
Yeah,
in there
yeah.
too. And all the workers' rooms along the side. The workers are gone. They must use wood between there. That's all gone.
Kohler and Froling. That's the K&F on that building there. Huh. Okay.
Oh, it was later converted by the Londons. Okay. So they were the neighbors on the other side of the road, huh?
Wow, 1965 there was a fire. That destroyed everything. Huh.
Yeah. I mean, that was set by somebody. So we're going to go in and check out the cottage. Here's one of the rooms. You can't see with the glare. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. I haven't tried to get it out of the glare. This is kind of the side porch. We're going to go inside. I think they're using this as like the visitor center right now because the main one was closed down. So I'm going to go inside.
You're gonna give them a pass.
Yes, this was the easier part. Okay, and here's your card.
Would you like a text receipt or an email receipt on that?
No. No, there's no receipt necessary.
I like the swimwear. Is that her beachwear?
This is a new one, or,
On the beach in Waikiki.
and you know it's just for Jack London and Sugar.
That's the picture I remember of Jack London. He's on a ship there riding. See the sails?
State Park pass.
The ropes going up to the main sail.
Which picture?
This one. This is one you always see of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he knows that.
Yep.
Okay.
Good to go.
Okay.
Look at that horse. That's a big, yeah. That's what they used out there. I could get some of his books. Oh, I got the one with pictures because I can get the books from. Here we go.
So we need some information here from you.
Boy, this is small compared to what they built.
And
1860s, you were here.
oh,
1870.
always.
Wow, he expanded and expanded and expanded, didn't he? Looking from this little box to this huge thing.
See that white?
He even tied it into the stone building.
Yeah, yeah. Still separate though.
Yeah. Well, no, they're connected here by porches.
They're still separate buildings. They did not merge the buildings.
No, they just put a walkway between them. Yeah. And you had, they were wrapped tight and tight, not wrapped tight, tied loose. Sleep tight. That's
Right.
it. Yeah, there he is on the ships. Oh, there's a picture of the 19. That's a great picture. while I had all this on. I guess with all this loaf of land, I didn't mind killing a few deer. Whoa, boy, this is a nice addition here. This is a study that he built. Wow. Nice study, huh?
Wow.
Really did a good job on this part. Did a nice restoration to make it look like it was just here. Plaza. Coming up on Jack London's cactus patch. Shelley read somewhere that he was trying to breed cactus without spines. But it didn't work out, evidently.
Worked the first year, but the second
Yeah.
year was fine.
Yeah, that's it there. Oh, he wanted to feed livestock with it. Wasn't hay easier? Oh, he saw fine, fat cattle in Hawaii were fed with cactus? Spineless prickly pear. Luther Burbank, he's the guy that made the baked potatoes. Burbank russet potatoes. I always assumed he was down in Burbank.
And why would we not?
Hey, you know, these are spineless. These are,
No, I see spines.
oh, but very little.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Nothing like, normally every one of those spots is a spine.
Oh, honey. Oh. This was planted in 2001 using cuttings.
From the guy that
Yeah.
developed the first ones that he used. So I guess he got it right down in Santa Rosa. Because that's what Burbank did. He made all kinds of things like that. Like russet potatoes. Spineless. We're at these buildings here. And hopefully it'll explain what they are. The horse is still the main source of power.
Remember I said that there was a stove there? Here. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
the stores were for.
Stables for the Shire mares and Sherry barn left 1884 by the former Kohler and Froling. And then the manure pit? This is a manure.
Here.
So this is the manure pit. Everybody needs one of those. 1950. Oh, it was used efficiently. Moved manure in buckets. The rusted remnants. Oh yeah, up there on the rafters you can see there's the rusted remnants of the overhead trolley. The stallion barn, far right, was completed in 1915. Huh. Let's go check out the manure pit. That's exciting. Wow. They recovered this thing. Wow, this looks like the original wood, but not the original roof. And then they put in these metal bars here to keep it from the ridgepole from putting too much stress on the retaining walls. And this was the Shire, huh? The Shire horse stallions. I guess he was into raising Shire horses.
Get that from her dad.
Jack had a gator. Yeah, he was up and coming, wasn't he? There's his horse stall. Pretty nice, well made. 2-story. Must have been the hayloft up there. Yeah. Got electrical wiring in there. See the knob and tube wiring up there?
Oh, yes.
Boy, those horses really had it good, didn't they?
They were very expensive animals.
What do they call them? Sire horses?
Shires.
Shires?
They're draft horses. They were the kind of horse that medieval knights in their chainmail would ride into battle.
That particular breed, huh?
That breed and others like it.
Clydesdales and stuff?
Yes.
Cheers. Say cheese. Well, you want to get over by the manure pit, dear.
Sure.
Shelley standing knee deep in manure.
Here's a shitty picture of Shelley.
Yeah. See, those wooden things used to come all the way down, I'm sure, didn't they? That hold up the ridgepole? Well, they certainly wouldn't have them hanging. That would seem kind of silly. Let's get you in danger. Structure unsafe. A lot of manure here. So here we go. Ready to say cheese? 1, 2, 3, cheese. I think you're out of